Hello, good evening, and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl. And it's been nearly a month since our last stream. I was away with work for nearly 3 weeks. Then it was Christmas and New Year, which is very much been family time. We have managed to focus on our YouTube channel and get lots of content out on YouTube, both for video games and also Warhammer the Old World. But we're now fresh back into the new year. Now, if you look behind me, you can see we've got a whole ton of boxes. Well, that's because we are moving house and moving country to go with it. Just going to turn that volume down a little bit. So, yeah, lots going on. I'm going to try and stream as much as I can throughout January, but I'm hoping that by the time we get to February, we'll have moved and I'll be trying to get back to a much more regular stream schedule, which is the plan. In the meantime, though, obviously we will be continuing to try and focus on the YouTube channel to make sure we've got content out every day. So that we'll still be getting content out there. I'll be streaming as much as I can, and obviously, as always, I will be breaking down the stream VODs into mini episodes that will also go up on the YouTube channel as well. So, if you have been on the YouTube channel, you'll see I did put a 2024 plan forward. We're going to be starting the new year playing Baldur's Gate 3. The intention is to do a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 over the next few months. We are now starting our first full playthrough. It's going to be a Beserker Barbarian. That's what we're going to be playing with to start with. I have dabbled in the game a little bit, but I haven't got out of Act 1. In fact, I haven't got past level 4, I think, with any class. I've just kind of been trying to... I've never played a game like this before. I'm not a Dungeons & Dragons person. I'm a Warhammer guy predominantly, so this is actually very new to me. I'm not a CRPG person either, so this is all new to me, so we're going to be taking it easy for the first run, just trying to learn the game and everything else. So that's going to be the main aim. In terms of rules when we're playing Baldur's Gate 3, if there is a class dialogue piece, we will always choose it. So we're playing Barbarian, so if there's a Barbarian piece of dialogue, we'll always be playing that. We'll be save scumming as minimal as possible, so we will be accepting rolls where they are. If we miss perception or survival checks for chests and stuff like that, then we just leave it as it is. Obviously, if we die or we do something absolutely game-breakingly wrong, then I'll obviously go back to the save. But we're trying to keep the save scumming down to as minimal as possible. And my aim is to try and play the character like I would imagine the character to be. So try and play a barbarian like I would imagine a barbarian to play, bearing in mind that my pop culture brain sits in the 80s and 90s, so keep that in mind. But also for 2024, what else are we going to be doing? We're going to be, I want to do a full playthrough of Cyberpunk. We've not done that yet, so that's on my radar, as is having recently found CRPGs and being a Warhammer guy, Rogue Trader. That's also on my radar. I want to do a playthrough of Rogue Trader. And also on top of that, I'd like to have another delve into V Rising, do a bit of Diablo 4, play Path of Exile for the first time, Path of Exile 2 on the horizon as well, which looks absolutely amazing. So lots of things we want to do. Not enough time, as always. But we're starting off with Baldur's Gate 3, and that's where we are this evening. So hopefully you'll all enjoy that. So, new game, right? Now, new game, new to CRPGs, new to Dungeons & Dragons. Now, normally when I start to do a full playthrough of a game, and I'm, fairly new to the game, the genre and everything else, but, I still know how to play the game, I want to be picking balanced. However, as like a normal difficulty, definitely not ready for Tactician or Honor mode. However, for this one, because we don't even know anything about Dungeons & Dragons, how it works, we've never played... I've actually never played a CRPG, right? When I first started playing games, you've been playing games for like 30 plus years. Yeah, I started playing Command & Conquer Red Alert. I started playing Counter-Strike when it was just a mod for Half-Life and stuff like that. So, I have not played a CRPG. So, we're taking it easy. We want to learn the game. We want to enjoy the story. So we will be starting on Explorer difficulty, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. So let's start the game. I love the animations in the cinematics. I think they've done an absolutely excellent job. Not only are they detailed like crazy, the movement is so good. Oof. Even as a fan of horror movies, makes me wince. Such a well done intro. Love it. It exudes everything that makes Baldur's Gate 3 a game of the year, right? Okay, here we are. Character creation. So, yes, we're going to reset tutorials. How long can we spend in this? Hours, like literally hours. Right, but we are not going to be playing an origin character. I want to do that later on. I want to start with a custom character. So that's what we're going to be doing. In fact, can I select options? Yes, options. I want my video to be borderless window. Thank you very much. Resume. So it looks like the graphics and frames, everything else is looking pretty stable, so I'm happy with that. Right, so from the little bit that I've delved in this before, it seems better to choose the class before. So we're going to be going for a Barbarian. Alright, that's the choice. The strong embrace the wild that hides inside, keen instincts, primal physicality, and most of all, an unbridled and quenchable ray. You'll say, like, why are you going Barbarian? Well, do you know, there's so many classes on here that I actually really like the look of. Bard, for example, Fighter, Ranger is right in my sweet spot, range DPS. Paladin, just because it's cool. Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, again, my range DPS head. You know, I play a Warlock as a main in WoW, for example. You know, that's there's too many classes to choose. So we're choosing Barbarian because it's the first one alphabetically. So there you go. Scientifically done. Race-wise, look, I've been influenced by pop culture in the 80s and 90s. Therefore, a Barbarian to me is Conan. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons guy, so we're going human. It's as simple as that. And then background. So I know that each one of these gives me different skills, right? But a Barbarian with a Conan style background, that's an Outlander to me. So you grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding, skills, athletics, and survival. Okay, so like I say, for this playthrough, that's the other reason why I want to do it on the easy mode as well. Is one, we're learning it, but two, I just want to play it from a more RP standpoint, like, and not try and play it for min-max. So, like, if you were min-maxing, you'd want to pick, obviously, the right background to give you the right skills, all this sort of thing. We're not doing that. We're just playing it from an RP perspective, so keep that in mind. Right, abilities, though. Let's see what we've got here. We get survival anyway, perception, We get athletics, intimidation and persuasion. Do you know what? I think that looks pretty good. Right then. So, what do I want from here? I did this before. Right. Actually worked this out what I wanted. Yeah. So I want the +2, but I want that at 16. I want that at 14. I want that at 8. Constitution at 16. Right, because I want to focus on strength and constitution, but I want a bit of dexterity in there as well. I understand that charisma is going to be a limiting for us for our interactions, but that's fine. We're going to intimidate the hell out of people. We're a barbarian after all. I've got the wisdom in there though as well, but intelligence and charisma low, boosting. We could say we've got the wisdom in there. We've got 16 constitution, 14 dexterity, 16 strength. That seems like good to me. And then we'll see where we go with there and how we can boost our strength further. Because strength, obviously, here it says that's the primary ability. So that's one we're going to be trying to boost the most. Okay, good. So that's our character from here. But we're now going to edit the appearance. Right, we are going to be playing a guy. You know me, I do play guys and girls, depending what it is. My main warlock, for example, in WoW is actually a girl. It doesn't bother me either way. But for my barbarian, I want to play a guy. So we're going to go with a big dude because it's a barbarian, right? And I'm basing it on Conan. And now let's give him a voice line. So what have we got?
Where to next?
Want something deeper.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
So 3 is better.
Health, be wary. This place is trapped.
5 is the best so far.
More of those wretched things.
Where to?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yeah, so we're going to go with 5, a nice sort of deep tone. Now, as always with all my characters, because I'm probably vampire at heart, we go with the absolute lightest tone that we can. So which looks to be that one. Oh, I don't know if that's... Yeah, no, it's actually pallid tone 1. So pallid tone 1 is what we're going for. And then face-wise... Face-wise, I think I'm going to go with that one. No scarring. Maturity. Let's amp it just a smidge. So let's just go up a bit there. No freckles and that. Genitals, do we really need to go down that element? Let's just put it on that one, right? Without having to show it, because I'm streaming not just on Twitch, but also on Kick and YouTube, and YouTube don't like those kind of things. So that's fine. Okay, next up is body art. So in having no tattoos or piercings on my barbarian, I think. One of the reasons is I actually don't mind having some sort of tattoo things on the barbarian, but I'm just not a big fan of any of the real tattoo styles. Plus, it's all facial, right? Apart from this one here that's neck, like it would be cool if there were like more body tattoos. But they're not, so we're not going to go with any facial tattoos. Not a big fan of facial tattoos anyway. No piercings either. Eyes, well, we're going for teal. I think we're going to go for those sort of bright teal, or do I want to go for blue? Let's go actually with that. Don't want them too bright. They're not an elf, right? So let's go with that. Makeup, we're going to go with none. Basic red lip tint. Hair-wise, okay, so let's do the colour first. Right, I want to go black neutral, with no highlight intensity and no greying either, but we'll just put that in like so, as black as possible. And then let's go find ourselves. Let's start down. I can see some long hair. What does that look like? No. No. Definitely not. We need barbarian hair, like Conan the Librarian. That's not far off. What's that one? That is Willow Tears. Okay, that's pretty Conan-y, barbarian-y, right? What about that one? No. No. Not really. Definitely not. I think we've kind of... no. Okay, I think we found the one. This one. This is my black-haired Conan the Barbarian style. Okay, cool. Facial hair, none. We're going for none on this one. Right, so we're good to go. There you go. Conan the Barbarian style barbarian. Right, proceed. Now, I'm not going to call him Conan because that's just really cliche, but we're going to go pretty close and he's going to be Crom. Right, so we're going to call him Crom. For those that know, no. Right, okay. Proceed.
You need a guardian.
Oh, I need a guardian, right. So I'm going to have a human guardian. And we'll just stick with what we've got. Happy with that. Venture forth. Right, let's go. She reminds me a bit of Valeria anyway, so hairstyle slightly differently, but we can live with that. Venture forth. Here we go, guys. Starting our first ever full playthrough Baldur's Gate 3. I like the fact the cinematic finishes where it left off. It's pretty cool. Ouch. That's pretty crazy the way that happens. So he's kind of mind-linked to his ship because that hurt his arm when he tore the tentacle off. So clearly dragons are pretty powerful then. There go the bugs. Like a full-on battle going on down there. That doesn't look good. Okay then. We're now about to start. Okay, so like I said, I have played a bit of the game before just to get a hang of it. And obviously I've watched other people play, so we kind of know a little bit about a little bit, right? So first thing is we can click on this.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigation. Skill check, general tutorial. Okay, so we must meet or exceed it. And we're on a -1 because we've got low intelligence. 18. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. -1 doesn't mean anything. First roll of the game.
The casing
Job done.
is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Okay. So let's leave it. Let's see what else we've got around here. Right, there's a dude here we can loot. Very nice. What do we get? We got an amethyst. 55 to sell it. Okay, let's go up here. Up here, oh look, we have a cartilaginous chest. So we'll dig into that. What do we get? We got an arrow of fire, silver necklace, and 14 gold. Okay, anything else up here? No. You can equip items for inventory by double-clicking them or dragging them into an equipment slot. Okay. Anything else up here? Doesn't appear to be. Okay, so let's go back down.
Over, then through.
Right, there's we can click on that mind flare pod.
Someone else got out.
Someone else got out. Okay.
Might be other survivors.
Okay.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Okay. The one thing on the voices, I'm missing some sort of deep, gravelly voice.
Everyone made it out alive.
This is like the deepest voice that there was, but it's not kind of that gravelly quality to it that I kind of wanted. But it's as close as we can get to a deep voice. Right, what have we got up here? We got some sort of nothing. Oh, there's onyx. Okay, so we can click
Always
on that.
room for more.
Okay, and then a rune slate.
Visions project into your mind. A Nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Psionic energy, no less. Right, let's pick up and add to wares. Okay, we know a bit about that. Right, okay, there's another chest. Oh, look, there's another chest up here. Okay. Nothing else to click on. You know, we will be trying to explore everything. This one's just got 14 gold in it. So we will be trying to explore everything. I'll say this is our first full playthrough, so I do want to read everything and see everything as much as we can, at least.
Where the hells are we?
Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to sort out my action bar. So let's click on that one.
Lucky I made it out.
Okay. Right, so let's just click on that.
Odd. I feel better.
Okay, so that's a healing pod. Right, so let's change this. We've got that's increased rows. That unlocks. Right, and those move. So let's put all... These are all the same colour, so I'm going to put them all in the same row. Right, and then that's basic. That's a bleed. That's almost like a buff, and that's... So that's short rest. That just sacrifices movement speed, but it's melee, so let's put that there. Rage here, but we'll bring that... Actually, no, let's just leave that there. That's fine. Bring that across, because that's going to be like... That is like gear that we pick up, right? So I want healing pots up here, scroll of revivify there, and arrow of fire. We'll see how that works out later. Okay, so far so good. Right, let's go through this the sphincter, okay? Off we go into a room full of dead people. So we've got a dead goblin over here, so let's click on him, okay. What have we got here? A lithid record.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Okay, pick up and add to wares. I think I want to just increase the volume on the voice a little bit. Sound effects, voice volume. Yeah, so let's put that up to max. Along with the chatter, and let's put the master volume like that up a bit. Okay, oh. A brain jar. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. There we look. We got slates. Look at that. We've got a rune slate. I've seen
A
that.
schematic of a Nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Okay. Pick and add to wares.
A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution.
Okay. That one and this one.
Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design, traversed by ships just like this.
Okay. Pick up and add. Okay, good. Right. Let's come round here.
Mind Flayer horticulture.
Okay, anything else? That's just a chair. Another tablet.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Okay, we'll add that one. Don't see anything else there. Can't see anything else to click on.
We are here.
So let's go this way. Oh, up the elevator we go. Nothing else to click on. That's the thing that
We
brought
are
us up.
trapped.
Brain jar. Okay.